See, the reason why I don't come down Kapler's Road anymore, because I've been told on multiple accounts from sources down there, around the team, Farhan writes out the lineup card. Farhan has predetermined every single move that's going to happen in the game if said batter comes up to the plate for that opposing team. He's already made up the moves. He's already generated whatever in his computer. Here's the lineup. Here's the matchups. If this happens, you're going to do this. And so it almost feels like Kapler's a robot. It really does. I can't come down Kapler's road anymore. Farhan's running the show.
So this is my rejection of just in general. And I know the Giants, this isn't exclusive to the Giants, right? This is my rejection of data driving the majority of the decisions.
Right.
Okay, let's say, for example, I use
like
Luciano.
A.J. Pollock batted 30 the other day.
I would love to know that the advanced
right.
numbers that led you to that decision. So, like, this game is played by human beings. Did we not remember when the guy for the Nationals was pitching a gem and Dusty Baker took him out?
Jordan Zimmerman.
And everyone in the Giants dugout said, thank God you took out the guy who's been shoving. We just want to see anyone different.
Right.
And I think that there's this element that we've completely negated in baseball, which is the feel, right? And I look at someone like Joey Bart a couple years ago. Joey Bart comes up. He rips 2 balls. He had been in a deep funk. Rips 2 balls. It's the 2 best at-bats he's had in forever. He's clearly seen the ball well. 3rd at-bat. Okay, now I don't even think Joey Bart's a great player. 3rd at-bat, though. What do, B?
Pinch hit.
They pinch hit for him.
Yep.
And then the poor guy, you'd think the poor guy, when you are seeing the ball well, you can't wait to get up to the plate. And you only get a couple of them a day.
And instead, it's go hit the showers.
Okay, another example. Evan Longoria had a home run the night before. He's finally starting to feel good. He played really good defense. The next day, this was last year, next day, is he in the lineup? No, because he doesn't hit pitcher X real well. Dude, he's finally starting to see the ball well.
Right.
Why? There's a feel to this. I know you want to play the matchups and play the numbers, but what about keeping that guy hot and in rhythm?
Sean Manaea is having one of his better outings of the season yesterday. 4 innings, gives up 1 run. And I see Queens of Noise. Why was Manaea pulled? This is on YouTube, brought to you by First NorCal Credit Union. Why was Manaea pulled? Who makes that decision? Kapler? That was a mistake. Again, that is predetermined. That move was made 4 hours before game time.
But here's my problem with that.
That's the problem.
Would you agree with me? Okay, if I said player X had a 65-pitch appearance, what would your questions be?
Why did he only pitch 65 pitches? Why did he only throw 65 pitches?
Well, my questions would be are all 65 pitches made equal? Because was he in the stretch?
Right.
Were there guys on base? Was he hitting the zone? Was his breaking ball breaking?
Well, no, it's all that. It's how many runs did he give up?
Yeah, exactly. Was he barreled up?
So again, it's tough for me to come down Kapler's road because Farhan is making all these decisions. This is all on Farhan.
No, I would tell you I'm rejecting that.
But no, if Kapler rejects that, if Kapler says, you know what, I'm calling the shots, I'm making all the moves here, well, he may be fired. This is why managers in baseball aren't getting paid anymore. They're placeholders. The GMs are running the squads now. Andrew Freeman in L.A. is running the Dodgers, right?
Yeah, but there's a feel to it as well. Like when
Roberts yesterday, and he's built up that equity. Peralta stayed in the game, lefty out lefty, and he comes through with a 2 RBI single. A 2 out, 2 RBI single.
And in normal situations, they would hit for that guy.
But does Kapler have that autonomy to say, hey, I'm going to keep Manaea in the game
Everybody
without
got
getting talked to from Farhan Zaidi?
No, it's a great point. Everyone got mad at Jazz Chisholm because Jazz Chisholm can be boisterous, and maybe he's not even a great player. Fine. But I think the point that he made was really good. They go, Jazz, why are you frustrated? He goes, they tell me that I can't hit lefties. And my question to them was, well, how am I ever going to get better at hitting lefties if I never face them?
Yeah.
No, I understand you want to minimize my at-bats against lefties, but if I never, ever, 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 ever face them, how can I prove to you in the front office I've gotten better at that?
Right. You can't.
It's a great question. It's the chicken and the egg.
It is. By the way, you are listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMG FM in HG1 San Francisco, always live on the Odyssey app. The free Odyssey app, of course. Download that bad boy. Favorite 95.7 The Game for the best and most up-to-date sports coverage. And do not forget that you can also watch us every single day on our YouTube and Twitch streams. Almost forgot. Sponsored by First NorCal Credit Union. Get that right. Go out there to the credit union, man. Great loans, great rates, First NorCal Credit Union. Just log on to search 95.7 again. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel while you are there. 888-957-9570. Before we get to Boone, Sports Wish. What's your one Sports Wish?
Oh, I was going to go in another direction before you got to.
Go ahead.
Before we get to my Sports Wish, can I tease it? Can I hold it
Yeah,
for a second? Because I do want to give you my Sports Wish. I was thinking long and hard about this. Matt Cain ended his career, and he had some elbow stuff right at the end of his career.
A lot of arm stuff.
And he kind of bridged the difference between you let a guy pitch a little longer than you would, and then like the 100-pitch limit. Remember, it became like a 100-pitch limit.
Yep.
So he's kind of in between the two. Do you think Matt Cain, looking back on his career, do you think he would have wanted more restrictions, more limits on his pitching, or do you think he would have wanted to maybe trust his own body and his own instincts, as well as if he's actually throwing well?
I think Cain's happy with the way everything played out.
I think so, too.
He was a bulldog. The guy wanted the ball. He wanted to pitch. That's what he was born to do. That's what he wanted to do.
Do you think Lincecum has any regrets? He was really overused at times.
No, not at all.
How about Rob Ned?
Nope.
Who gave his shoulder?
He gave his shoulder out in the World Series year.
And he's a legend. 300
No
saves.
problem.
Yeah, okay.
No problem.
I look at someone like...
These guys want to pitch.
I look at someone like Steven Strasburg, who has all the God-given talent in the world
Right.
of all time and has had some really bad arm injuries. Remember when they didn't play him in the playoffs?
Oh, I do. They lost to St. Louis in 5 games. Never forget.
At what point do we start saying, what about the game I'm in right now? What about the playoff moment I'm in right now?
They projected the future. We're gonna preserve his future. Well, you may only get one shot at this. You're Bryce Harper in that clubhouse. You're Ryan Zimmerman in that clubhouse.
You're Sean Manaea, who's a middling veteran, and you're in a game last night where you're actually pitching well. Why am I coming out? What are we preserving? Can I ask, like, honestly, this is what I was saying. What are we preserving Manaea for?
I don't know. Next year, when he has a $15 million player option and he opts in,
but nobody's saying that you're being reckless, like flirting with the danger of. At any point, McClanahan could tear his elbow and his UCL at any point. It can happen to anyone at any time. We acknowledge the risk, but we're acting like we're recklessly ruining Sean Manaea's career because he can't go another inning or two.
I love this question, Xfinity Mobile text line. How can you develop prospects if they're a platoon? I agree with you. I don't know how you develop prospects. I just like to see him play. But you get pitch hit for. Marco Luciano got pitch hit for in his first ever baseball game.
It enraged me.
And maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Maybe, just maybe, we overrated the farm system. Maybe the farm's not that good. We keep talking about the farm and Harrison and, oh, my God, Farhan's flipped the farm system. Well, they come up, they bat 8th, they bat 9th, and they get pitch hit for.
Everybody told me that Sabian's farm system was poo-poo, right? That's what everyone says. Yet I look up and I go, well, Joe Panik won a Gold Glove and went to an All-Star game, and everyone rated him as a horrible prospect. He had some pretty good years with the Giants. Brandon Crawford was not a high prospect. He's maybe going to go down as the greatest shortstop defensively Giants history.
Panda?
Out of nowhere. Look at the team they have currently. Bobby Evans was the one who found Doval, Logan Webb, signed Matos. Now, you get credit for developing those guys, Farhan. I'm going to give you credit. Like, we can meet in the middle. But, like, I don't care about how you're rated. I'm asking, who are the guys coming up, having an impact, and connecting with your fans?
Zilch. So, that's where the Giants are at right now. I do want to get into some Niner football.
We put the bat signal out, B, and no one cares.
Nobody cares. That's what I'm saying.
It's starting to feel like the A's.
Dude, I swear to God, I've never seen numbers this low for Giants baseball in this market. Now, television-wise, they're doing great. I think the game's being quicker, going faster. Pre-post is being really good.
100%.
Carlos and Laura Britt, Ron Woldens did a great job last night. Pavs was on there. But in terms of radio, Giants numbers have been down and down. People don't want to hear about it.
Look at our YouTube engagement. Our YouTube, the second, like, I get to see in real time, the second we bring up the Giants, it's like the Titanic.
Right. And so, again, this offseason, I'm thinking, what are the Giants going to do with Farhan? You can't extend him right now. You cannot. I don't think you should fire him. I would like to see next year play out. But farm, I keep hearing about the farm. Kyle Harrison, I've been hearing about him all season long. Mm-hmm. He ain't going to he can't pitch 6 innings right now.
Here's my indictment on Farhan before you continue. If Bob Myers went to the Clippers, I'd be like, uh-oh.
Farhan went anywhere, I wouldn't even care.
If John Lynch went to the Rams, I'd be like, uh-oh.
Ooh.
Right?
Right.
If Farhan went to the Dodgers again, or not the Dodgers, let's say the Rockies. He went to the Rockies. Let's use the Rockies. I'd be like,
He'll be fired in 4 years. That's what we all say.
Like, think about it from that perspective.
That's what we all say. He'd be fired. He's
just
going to San Diego.
I just wouldn't think twice about it.
Right. So again, this farm system that everybody popped up. I mean, and I'm not here to point fingers or anything like that.
I'm just calling it like I see it.
I sat back and I said, because I'm not tapped into the farm like everybody else. Like, Lubman is really deep into the farm. So he kept telling me, man, they got these guys, they got these guys, they got these guys. Okay, I want to see it. We hyped up Casey Smith. I was like, okay, I'm here for it. I want to see it.
And by the way, that might have been the most exciting 2 weeks of the season.
And he just fell off the cliff.
It did.
They started telling him about the chase rate, the chase rate. Contos warned us like, yo, he's chasing. I'm a little concerned. Next thing you know, he's back in AAA. So how good is this farm?
Well, no, he's the best of a very bad farm. Think about how much better and how much more exciting he was than Diaz, who got claimed, who was batting .070, and Brett Wisely.
So
that's an indictment on your farm as a whole. If that's your top dude,
think
or
about
one
this.
of your top dudes.
Shanahan's going into year 7. We get out of him for not fighting his guy at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
At least they got a damn good roster around him.
Well, there's a lot of guys.
Stacked.
Yeah,
there's a lot of guys. The Warriors, they drive us crazy, but we know they're playing for championships.
Yes,
and they still have Steph.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
They've earned equity.
They've earned a lot of equity. The Giants, I'm just looking at them. I'm just thinking, boy, where's this going? Where's this going? It's been 5 years now with Farhan, and the farm still looks like this. And the team still looks like this? How's this acceptable? Because of one winning season that looks a lot more fluky than it looks legit? I don't know, man.